Welcome everybody to our first episode of Get Up and Move. I'm Stephanie. I'm the Director of Health and Fitness at Special Olympics Rhode Island, and I'm joined by Christina, Mary Ellen, and Adam. And we are here, we're ready to work out. Let's go ahead and get warmed up. Christina, want to lead our warm-up?
Sure.
What's our first exercise that we're doing today?
Butt kicks. You have to try to kick your butt, basically.
All right, so we're kicking our feet back, trying to kick our butt. Adam is doing a seated version, so if you are seated, if you can move your legs, just try to kick them up. If not, then you can just swing your arms. Nice and easy, good job. Okay, let's shake out those arms, shake out those legs. Great. What's our next exercise?
Twist.
So for our twist, you want to keep your feet stuck to the ground and just go back and forth with your upper body. Nice and easy. Awesome. All right, shake it out. What do we have next?
Calf raises.
So for calf raises, we're going up and down on our tippy toes. Excellent. I'm getting warm. How about you guys?
Yes.
Feeling good. All right, shake out those legs. I think we got one more warm-up exercise, right?
Yes, and that is Frankenstein's.
Ooh, Frankenstein's. So we want to have our arms straight out in front of us, and then keeping our legs straight, we're going to kick out one leg at a time, like we're a bunch of walking zombies. Awesome. Take your time with it. We want to make sure we're keeping our balance. Awesome. Let's shake out our arms, shake out our legs. All right, we're feeling pretty warmed up, so let's go ahead and grab a quick water break, and we'll be right back.
Changing the world is a contact sport, and when it comes to changing the world, there are no better athletes than the athletes of Special Olympics. Every day around the world, Special Olympics athletes come to the playing fields to learn, to grow, to compete, and to win. The Special Olympics Athlete Oath embodies this spirit. Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. At Special Olympics, we envision a world where everyone belongs, where bravery triumphs, ability emerges, skills grow, laughter invites. The human spirit is unleashed and the world is changed. One volunteer, one fan, one doctor, one teacher, one athlete at a time. Founded by Eunice Kennedy Shriver in 1968, Special Olympics is led by millions of athletes with intellectual disabilities in more than 170 countries, each embodying the beauty of difference. And Special Olympics athletes compete in over 80,000 competitions a year and World, Winter, or Summer Games every 2 years. Special Olympics is an everyday opportunity to make a difference in the world, bringing together people of all abilities to create a world of respect and inclusion. We're a global network of families who share inspiration, hope, and understanding. We're coaches, volunteers, and community builders, reaching out to children and adults who might otherwise be forgotten. in some of the most remote parts of the world. And though sports is our engine, Special Olympics is so much more. We're changing the world in many different ways and in many different arenas. We're Special Olympics Healthy Athletes, the world's largest public health organization for people with intellectual disabilities. We're Special Olympics Healthy Communities, changing how governments, businesses, and policymakers address the unmet health needs of adults and children with intellectual disabilities. We're Special Olympics Unified Sports, helping to build relationships and understanding between people with and without intellectual disabilities. We're Special Olympics Young Athletes, unlocking the power of sports for the youngest children, ages 2 to 7, and their families. We're athlete leaders, trained and empowered, demanding respect and leading by example all around the world. Through the power and joy of sports, Special Olympics is revealing the champions in all of us. Come play with us. Together, we will change the world through sport.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Get Up and Move. We just finished our warm-up segment led by Christina, so let's go ahead and work on some endurance exercises. Now, endurance, what we're working on is strengthening our heart and our lungs so we can exercise for longer periods of time without getting tired. When we're running up and down the court or up and down the field, or like Christina's a swimmer, when we're swimming, we want to be able to do those exercises for longer periods of time without taking breaks. So that's what we're working on with endurance. The first exercise we're going to do with endurance is jumping jacks. We have a couple different ways to do jumping jacks. So the first way that we can do them is a traditional jumping jack. So Christina will show us. Arms out and in. Mary Ellen is going to show us a version without jumping, just bringing one foot out at a time. And then if you're seated, Adam is going to do the seated version with just the arms. All right, so we're going to do 10 jumping jacks together. Get into ready position. And set. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Let's take a breath. Relax. I'll show you our second exercise while we're recovering. It's going to be marching to running in place. So we start with a nice, slow, easy march. We move our arms and our legs together. And as we go into the exercise, we're going to get faster and faster and faster until we start running in place. Okay, so that's going to be our second exercise. Let's take one more breath. Reset. And here we go. Start with your march. Let's get a little bit faster. Awesome. A little bit faster. And let's go into run segment. Get ready. Get set. Let's run. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Let's take a breath. Reset. Our third exercise is going to be punches. So we're going to be punching the air. Our starting position, hands up. Good job. And we're going to punch straight out in front of us. So imagine we have a punching bag straight out in front of us. Awesome. Find your rhythm. Good. Let's get a little bit faster. Good. A little bit faster. Awesome. Let's punch straight up towards the ceiling. Good. And down to the floor. Really reach down. Good. Come up, punch with a twist. Good. Let's go back to center, straight out in front. Find your rhythm. And when I say go, we're going to punch straight out in front of us as fast as we can. So let's get ready. Get set. And let's go. Straight out in front of you as fast as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Shake out those arms. Take a breath. Let's go ahead and grab a quick water break and we'll be right back.
Can you imagine spending 7 days tied to a tree? How about 7 years? Aaron Banda from Malawi was just 2 when he was first restrained. There were no services to deal with his intellectual disabilities. A Special Olympics coach discovered Aaron. With our intervention, Aaron's parents were able to see a pathway to development for their child and engage with a community of people who knew what Aaron needed to grow healthy and strong. Now Aaron can reach his full potential. But the world can be an impoverished and lonely place for 200 million others with an intellectual disability. The key to changing this is community. With Special Olympics as the glue between families, volunteers, professionals, coaches, and other concerned groups, we can give more people like Aaron a real chance in life. It only takes a soccer ball, a coach, a youth leader, neighbours and families who come together to train, referee, volunteer, and cheer on the athletes. Special Olympics has a very ambitious game plan. We want to recruit, train and mobilise the leaders, families and volunteers needed to get 5.3 million athletes and 530,000 dedicated coaches participating in Special Olympics by 2015. We need to double revenue so that we can activate the programs that will make this happen. We're still far from our ultimate goal of a safe and accepting society for all those with an intellectual disability, but we're getting there. With your help, Special Olympics will strengthen communities everywhere. Once we are unified, we can change the world. Join us.
Welcome back, everybody, to Get Up and Move. We just worked on our endurance, so next we're going to work on strength and balance. It's so important to be balanced when we are doing our sports activities. Think of how many different things that you do with your sports that end up being on one leg. So it's really important to have good core strength, good balance, and that's what we're going to work on right now. So our first exercise that we're going to do are squats. We have a couple different ways to do squats, and I'll go through those. But first thing we want to focus on when we do squats is a nice wide base. So if you're standing, find a nice wide base. Now, Mary Ellen is going to show the first adaptation using a chair. You can sit back, touch the chair, and then come back up. And that is the chair adaptation of a squat. If you're seated, there's not really a way that you can do a squat per se, sitting down already. So Adam's going to do reaching up over his head, and then going to the other side. And that's working the core. And then Christina and I are going to be doing the standing version, where again we focused on wide base. We sit back, bend our knees, and then come back up. So go ahead and try a couple on your own. We're going to do 10 squats together. Let's get into ready position. Steady. And let's go. Down and up. 1. Down and up. 2. Down and up. 3. Down and up. 4. Down and up. 5. Down and up. 6. Down and up. 7. Down and up. 8. Down and up. 9. Down and up. 10. Good job. Let's shake it out. Those were some awesome squats. So next we're going to work on our balance a bit. This exercise is called narrow base with a twist. For your narrow base, you can do there are two different ways to do it. So Mary Ellen's going to do the first option, which is feet close together. And then Christina has the other option, which is one foot in front of the other. So whichever one feels more comfortable to you. And then what we're going to do, Christina is showing us, we're going to be focusing on twisting side to side. Slow and controlled, because we're working on our balance. You might feel your legs shaking a little bit, your core. That's all good because we're working on improving our balance. All right? We're going to do 10 twists in each direction. So for a total of 20. Let's get into ready position. Find your narrow base. Get set, arms out. And let's go. 1, to the center. 2, to the center. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good job. Let's shake out those legs. And shake out those arms. Nice. Awesome job. We have one more balance exercise for you, and it's going to be the single leg balance. So this is probably our hardest one that we're doing. And what we want to focus on is just lifting one foot off the ground and really, really concentrating hard to keep our balance. If you feel like you need a little bit extra assistance, you can use a chair, like Mary Ellen is using the back of a chair. If you're seated, if you can move your legs, you're going to raise one foot off the ground and hold. And if you can't use your legs, you're going to do toe touches. Reach down, touch your toes, and come back up. Reach down, touch your toes, and come back up. So pick a leg that you're going to start with, and we're going to hold that for 30 seconds. So during this time, you just want to be focusing on your breathing, staying strong, telling yourself, we can do this. Find that spot. And we're going to get ready, get set, and balance. Sometimes it helps if you find a spot on the floor or on the wall right in front of you and stare at that spot to keep your balance. If you feel yourself struggling, you can put your foot down and just reset yourself. Nice job. Stay strong. All right, put that foot down. Let's shake it out a little bit and reset. Now we're going to do the other side. So plant that foot, get set, and bring it up. Find that spot on the ground, focus. Tell yourself, we can do this. Good job. If you find yourself struggling, just pick right back up. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and put that foot down. Good job. Shake it out. Let's take a breath together. In and out. All right, we're going to take one more quick break and then we'll be back for stretching. All right, welcome back to Get Up and Move. So we just had a great workout. We worked on endurance, we worked on strength, we worked on balance. Now we're going to do a cool down. We're going to focus on some stretching. And it's so important once we work out our bodies to let ourselves come back to center so that we can stretch and we can just feel refreshed and ready to go with the rest of our day. So that's what we're going to do right now. Our first stretch that we're going to do is the single leg stretch. We're going to pick one leg, stick it out, point our toe, and then we're going to reach down, try to touch our toe. Same thing if you're sitting. You want to bring one leg out, reach out, touch your toe. Excellent. Let's switch sides. So our other foot goes out, point the toe, reach down. And if you can't touch your toe, that's okay. Everybody's at a different level. You don't want stretching to hurt, so you just want to go however far is comfortable for you. Excellent. Let's come up. Next stretch we're going to do is the side stretch. We're going to take one arm or one hand, bring it up over our head, and then lean over to the side. Good job. Let's go over to the other side. Arm goes up and over, just until you feel the stretch up here in your side. And hold. All right, excellent. Bring that arm down slowly. Good. Our last stretch we're going to do is the tricep stretch. So to do that, you bring one arm up and over your head. Use your other hand. If you can, grab near your elbow and gently pull until you feel a stretch in your upper arm. If you can't reach that far, you can grab your hand and pull until you feel the stretch. Let's switch sides. Other arm goes up and over. Grab near your elbow or grab your hand. And gently pull till you feel a stretch. Excellent. Let's bring those arms down. And we're going to end today with just taking 3 nice deep breaths together. And what that does is it just helps us again, bring us back to center, helps us mentally and physically reset so we can go the rest of our day, the rest of our night feeling refreshed, happy that we worked out hard, and just ready to go. So first you want to find your center. Some people like their feet close together, some people like them a little bit apart. Find whatever is most comfortable for you. Then I'm going to prompt you by saying, breathe in. When you breathe in, I want you to breathe in through your nose like you're smelling a pretty flower. You'll breathe in, bring your arms up over your head, and then when you breathe out, you're going to blow all the air out like you're blowing out a candle. You'll breathe out, come down, bring your arms around, and end by giving yourself a hug. We're going to do that 3 times. So find that center. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Excellent. Go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back for a job well done. Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Get Up and Move. We'll see you next time.